Hello, good afternoon, Dee Dee. Welcome to Mike on the Mic. How have you been?
I am very good, not complaining too much.
What has been the COVID experience for you like?
Um, Personally, I'm glad to be home with my children because I'm very, very busy.
Mm-hmm.
So now that this has happened, I'm home with them most of the day. I
Mm-hmm.
know that my youngest son, he is 3 before, he's very happy and to have mommy around all the time, right?
Oh, okay.
Business wise, though, things have taken a hard dent in that my business is located near to a school, as I
Mm-hmm.
would have indicated to you before. So the bulk of my customers would be students and teachers. I
Okay.
mean, some members of the public, yes, but the bulk would be students and teachers. So now that
Just for
schools
our
have,
viewing public, just tell me what exactly is your business?
right, so I manufacture gourmet homemade ice cream
Okay.
as well as food, so fried chicken, fries, breakfast items, things like that. And the name of the business is Ice Cream Chef's Bistro, right? We're
Okay.
located in St. Julian Village, that is on the New Grant side.
Mm-hmm.
So the two schools nearby would be Princeton East and Princeton West Secondary Schools.
Okay, so you're basically a supplier of gourmet ice cream and probably lunches and things too as well for the
Yeah,
community.
yeah.
Okay. And you said you had to close your business because school is closed now.
Yeah,
You didn't.
so we opened a few days after they sent home all the students.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and initially, we were still getting customers. But then, as this whole thing started to progress this week,
Mm-hmm.
people just not coming out because remember, the government is advising everybody to stay
And I
inside.
think it's very important too at this time because it's the flattening curve. And if it is that we all adhere to the warnings, we wouldn't be under this kind of situation for longer. But
Agreed.
I
Agreed.
mean, it's
So
kind of
from
scary,
that,
Yeah.
yeah, so from that perspective, it's like to an extent, business there
Hmm.
has come to a standstill. Now, in addition to there are a few mini marts and there's one grocery that I also supply some products to.
Okay.
Also there's a barbecue place that I would provide like fresh juices and stuff to.
Hmm.
So even for them, especially like the barbecue place, for example, I'll talk about them first. I know things have slowed down for them significantly. So they would still take juices and ice cream because they sell that there from me. But as I said, that has also slowed down. With regards to the grocery and the pharmacy, things have slowed down there, but I'm still supplying. So right now, with the places on the outside of the business, I'm still doing a little bit of supplying. But where the business is itself, that has totally shut down.
And do you how has this been affecting your supply of your goods and stuff like that? Because I know you also, as you said before, manufacture. Um,
Right.
mhm.
So from a supply chain perspective, Um, I ran into some issues last week because I had to order more milk and stuff to manufacture ice cream, for example. And my supplier told me they called when they saw because we send the order. They are encouraging us to send our orders online, right? They don't want anybody coming to their physical space either.
Okay.
So I would have sent in my request online, but the time frame in which they told me I was gonna get it, I didn't get it. Now they called and they also told me, don't come to them. They will find a way to deliver it to me,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because normally what would happen, I would put through the order for what I want, whether it's milk, whether it's bulk sugar, whatever, and then I will go to their warehouse and I will collect.
Mm-hmm.
So they called and they told me, in light of this whole COVID-19 thing, they do not want any customers coming to their warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
So they will be packaging everything on trucks and sending it out to the different areas. So last week I was supposed to get some stuff from them, and last week came, last week went, and I didn't get anything. So I called them first thing, 8 o'clock Monday morning, because I mean I have a few orders pending.
Yeah.
And then they told me, they're sending out a truck to the Princetown area. So whatever I ordered will come on that truck. So, but I couldn't manufacture anything that hour,
Mm-hmm.
so I had to wait until the next day to do what I had to do.
Okay. But what are your words of advice to citizens right now? I know the authorities are sending out a lot of information and a lot of advice for people to stay home to kind of flatten the curve. I think is
Yeah,
it's good. Yeah.
My advice to everybody is that they really should adhere to what the government is saying.
Mm-hmm.
People should stay home, especially those who would have traveled and
Mm-hmm.
come back into the country. Like that
Mm-hmm.
20,000 people that they keep talking about.
Yeah.
If you come home and you stay home for the 14 days and you have zero symptoms, then we can assume that all right, maybe you're okay and you could reintegrate yourself. But
Mm-hmm.
if you come home and you stay home within the 14 days you realize, okay, you start to get a little cough or whatever, you call the hotline and you go and you go through the process that the government has documented for people to go through. Right?
Yeah.
You don't travel and you come in and then you go and mix and integrate yourself with the rest of the population, because then
And
you'll be spreading it. And I surely don't want to get it.
and from a business perspective, I know it's more downtime for businesses, if small businesses like yourself too as well, if it is that we don't flatten the curve.
That's very true, because the worse this gets is the longer we will all be home, is the longer it's going to take for things to return to some level of normalcy. And it's the smaller businesses that are probably going to be suffering the most, because you're not making any income right now.
I mean, to me, the first thing that popped to my mind is I know the Prime Minister had a statement, and he gets some licks for it, but I thought it was interesting. They can't call a state of emergency for people to wash their hands. I think that's where I go back to the importance
And
of
I agree with
hygiene.
him.
Yeah,
I agree with him. Stay home. If you have to be outside, perhaps maybe you could wear your mask, wash your hands, sanitize your hands, whatever. So I agree with him totally. But I don't know, I could be wrong, but it seems as though some people are pushing for a state of emergency. But really
mhm.
and truly, that should be our last resort.
It shouldn't even be a result at this point, in my opinion. I mean, if you just practice the safe hygiene and you consider it to others, I don't think we should have a problem because,
Trinidad,
um,
we have a very special bunch of people in our Trinidadians. Trinidadians don't take nothing serious.
maybe this is time for us to be able to embrace the technology, embrace a new way of thinking, and see the opportunity in the crisis.
I agree with you 100%. But it's for Trinis to wake up and realize that this is serious. Now, I thank God that so far there's only one reported case where the person ended up in ICU,
Mhm.
right? We haven't had the rampant deaths that you see across the globe, right?
Mhm.
So I think maybe if things were going in that direction, then Trinidadians might have taken this a little bit more seriously, right? Because I saw on social media some dude taking pictures, drinking a beer, I think by the beach or something, and saying quarantine. He hashtag quarantine. If you're under quarantine, you are supposed to be home, not on the
Yeah,
beach.
yeah. And that goes, I mean, I know some viewers might be asking the question, how come you are staying in quarantine with you in your car?
Well, right now, I was in transit. I told you I was in transit from Trinidad Label Company. I went there to collect some labels. They called me and told me come and collect the labels. Now, what I find interesting, when I got there, they closed off the front door to their office, so you have to go around on the side. Before you could enter to do any kind of transaction, touch anything, any pen, any links machine or anything, because they understand that business still has to continue on some level. But
Mm-hmm.
before you get to engage them, the very first thing they are asking you to do is go to a designated area and sanitize yourself. Huh?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
found that to be very interesting. And I was actually happy. So as you enter, you go in, you sanitize your hands. You can't touch their pens, you can't touch their links machine or anything unless you do that.
Okay. All
So I
right.
went, I
Mm-hmm.
did what I had to do. And then on my way down, because I knew I had to talk to you, I stopped in Shogunas to
Mm-hmm.
have this conversation.
Okay, thank you. And I appreciate it so much. I won't keep you that long. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I just want to say to Trinidadians, we really need to take this very seriously. We need to listen to everything that the government is saying, stay home, especially the people who would have been who traveled and came into the country. Stay home for your 14 days. It ain't gonna kill you. Watch some Netflix, watch some TV, relax yourself. To everybody else, yes, I do understand that business has to continue, but you gotta be safe. You have to practice proper hygiene while you're out there.
Okay, thank you so much, Dee Dee. As again,
You're welcome.
I want to reiterate what you're saying. We're gonna flatten the curve. We're gonna take the authorities' advice, washing your hands, using the hand sanitizer, social distancing, and keep it safe
Mm-hmm.
because lives are important, and that's what we're dealing with here. We don't want
Very
to
much.
increase the risk to lives. Thank you very much for
Yeah.
being on Mike on the Mike, Dee Dee. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.